So, my people, we have seen the SEC coming for crypto exchanges. We've seen in the passive income opportunity realm cease and desist, or desist and refrains, whichever way you want to put it, that have scuppered platforms. We have seen platforms that establish themselves as private, have one business model and then do total switches. We've seen platforms keep their format but change their name to dodge any kind of public acknowledgement so that they don't get caught up in any legal situations. We've seen our hype style platforms come and go as they do, and we've also seen hype style platforms that add CEOs or faces of the platforms, and generally what I will say, you know what happens with those, even if you can make profit in those. So the state of the crypto passive income opportunity realm is crazy. And I do have a long-winded type of video in mind when I'm thinking how I want to dissect this, but for this video I'm just going to keep it short. Just go through what to look out for and just make sure that the people are dialed in on their journeys by making sure they get their seed money out, which means the deposit that you put in, try get that first. Profits are a bonus, and then if you want to compound and do all of that stuff, do that after. Oh, I just said everything. But let me get into it. How you doing, people? It's your guy Crypto Coin 2, back on the Trajectory of Wealth channel, talking about the state of the passive income opportunities. Excuse any background noise, there are roadworks going on, so I do apologize if you do hear it, but hopefully you don't. So yeah, the state of the space. As we've seen, there are platforms that I would have considered really long term, safe. They can go maybe 2, 3, 4 years, get caught up in legal situations, which has kind of just shut my opportunity to earn within those platforms down. Maybe for now, it could be permanent, we just don't know. There's something like a video look that had I didn't really do it at first. I just kind of left it to the side. My friend was like, just join my team, it'll help the commission, help the ecosystem. Got into that. The first beta phase shut down, then there's the 2.0. They're like, hold your video. There's plenty of opportunities gonna come using it. People, basically, get your money out, get some profit, and then whatever else comes after that, do what you want. But make sure you get what you put in out first. I know people want to be first to the opportunities anytime something new comes about. Of course, that ecosystem is quite diversified, but come on, we already know platforms don't last forever. We need to get into the mindset of making sure we take out what we put in as much as possible. We know in the hypes, there's a higher risk element where it may not happen anyway. But in other lower yield type opportunities where it can probably go on for numerous months, maybe a year or two, you want to make sure you get back the essence of what you got in with. So that's my tip for that. Something to watch out for: bonus offers in hype platforms. When there's a lot of bonus offers, you have to tread very carefully in the way that you navigate. Once again, I'm going to be saying be very strategic on how you maneuver yourself in these platforms. Some offers will be too good to be true, or there will be a money grab where it will last still for a while and then boom, it will disappear. So, not killing no platforms, but I'm saying just look at things like invisible, however you want to pronounce it. Just be aware of where the root of the program started before you get lured into the CEO type situations, because we've already seen that with futures trade, Dylan Carnell, and then there was Metafi Yielders with Michael Dalher. These are all platforms that started in hype monitoring platforms. Everything's a hype, but there's specific monitoring sites that platforms start on, and then they might spread out to YouTube and you see a face to the company and all that kind of stuff. So if you're joining something and you're wondering, is that on a site that you check out on the monitoring sites? Just ask me and I'll tell you yes or no. And then you can kind of just go off of that and then make your own choices. But like I said, can make profits in those. You just have to watch out for certain things within that and just stay wised up on those types of platforms and the extras that they bring later on into the platform. But as I said, you can definitely make some coins in there, but these are the get ins to get outs. When you've made profit, let the profit do the work. You can ecosystem the platform if you choose to do so. That means using the profit to carry on making some gains as well as helping sustain the platform. You can do all of that if you want to, but essentially just get out as much as you can and then strategically work after that. And that goes for basically any platform right now, because the space is not that safe. There are private opportunities where they are set up very, very well, and it may take a bit more patience with those in terms of recouping, but because they're so low key, I don't see them as being in trouble like say a Novatech or a funds or something like that. Those are a bit more protected in terms of public knowledge and being looked into by certain, government departments and legal entities. All right. Don't even know if I'm saying that right, but you get what I'm saying. So yeah, people, didn't want to keep it too long. Just want to make sure there's some good awareness about the space right now. As you've seen out there, the SEC's been really hardcore in 2023. So that's another thing that's been rocking the crypto realms. The stable coins are not quite stable. They're near stable, but they're not quite at their peg at the $1 to $1 ratio. So yeah, there's been a lot going on in 2023. Started to kind of happen on the fourth quarter end of 2022, but yeah, 2023 has been quite wild, and it just shows myself in a lesson front is that even if I think something's safe enough to go 1, 2, 3 years, it's still not enough of a guarantee. So I have to make sure that I get back what I put in. I have repeated that several times already in this video, so kind of just get the message. And anything that you do embark on, just try have a strategy in it. We know some things will work, some things will fall short, but it's all about risk management, going into things that make sense. And what I mean by that is think about how long the platform's been around. Certain platforms you definitely need to get in almost say zero day one. There are others that exceed expectations that may be around for a month or two, and then you can still jump in and still get some profit out of it. But the reason why I keep an eye on hype monitoring sites in terms of that side of passive income opportunities is because you can kind of gauge what's popular and what's not, and then make a decision. Getting in too late does more than not mean you probably won't make back what you put in. So that's a factor that has to come in, but that doesn't apply to every single platform. I joined Falcon months after it started, and I still managed to make profit in that. But at the same time, I know that's going to end at some point. So it's that thin line of just making a decision, going with it, being okay if it doesn't work out because you already knew the risk going in. So yeah, all these little things you have to think about, and just don't over leverage and everything. Split up those, have a set amount and split it up into different platforms, especially if it's going into higher risk platforms. You want to say have 5, 6, 7 different ones and not be stuck on one or two that may just go instantly. You want to at least give yourself a chance, look at the different percentages that are on offer, and then take it from there. All right. You do kind of have to follow the wave a little bit as well in popularity, because that helps a platform carry on a bit longer than maybe its expectations, but that still doesn't guarantee anything. So yeah, just got to be mindful of our movements within this crypto DeFi Forex space and be ready to make changes when we need to do that for ourselves, and let go of platforms when we need to let go of them, and not cling on to the notion that we feel like it's going to be here forever when that's just really not the case. I think I've said enough for now on the current state of the passive earning realms in the crypto DeFi space. So I'll leave it there for now, but there are more things in my mind that I feel I should say, but I'm not gonna overdo it on this video. I'll probably do another one and have it a bit more structured, because right now I'm just talking off the top of my head rather than going through notes, really having it structured, and maybe going more in depth. It's better to have it a bit more structured than me kind of just flying off the dome. All right, people. So hopefully this is of use. Make sure you take on the mindset of being mindful of how you navigate in this space, and also have that awareness that not everything you see is what it seems. And that's me pertaining certain CEO situations in platforms. All right. Some are what they are. There's a few that are not what they are. And I'll leave it there. Like and subscribe if you're catching the vibe, people. Stay diversified in the space. We have to, because it's just a bit crazy right now, and we have to mix up what we're in to have our main ones, our backups, and our backups to the backups. As I've said in previous videos, protect your accounts, wallets, and mines. We want that protection. And yeah, this is a video about the state of the crypto realms in the passive income space. Hopefully you liked it. And all I got to say now is take care, and I will catch you soon.